Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share with you something a little bit different. It's still a game, so don't worry. But have you ever wondered how you can make writing fun? If you've wondered, give this video a thumbs up so I'll know that you guys want to make writing fun. But the question is, and I hear this a lot, what game is there to make writing fun? And the answer is, even though it's called a game, we're going to go through it. It's called Rory's Story Cubes. Now I have 3 different sets here. The first one is actions. The second one is let your imagination go wild. And the third one is let your voyages. So we got all of these 3 sets. And I'm just going to kind of open them up, give you a quick overview of what these are. In the second part of the video, I'm going to show you how we use it for creative writing. And in the third part of the video, well, I'll let you know what I think if this is right for your homeschool. So, to begin with, we have the Voyages set. Now, each set comes with 9 dice. And as you could see, this set is all, they're green, which is also, I like that they're color-coded. Oops, sorry. You have like kind of like, I guess more fairy tale oriented fun things. They're just dice. And one thing I want to point out, they're all heavyweight dice. So this is really fun. The next one I'm going to open up for you is Let Your Imagination Roll Wild. And again, there's just 9 dice. They're all different objects, or as I like to say, story prompts on each side. And last we have actions. And of course, these are blue. And for me, having them color-coded is so super important, and I'll show you why. So hang on while we actually do a run-through of the gameplay. So excited. Okay, so with everything that I teach, I like to create an educational experience literally from the first, introduction all the way to the proper gameplay and beyond. So I'm going to show you, number 1, how I would play Rory Story Cubes. And the first one, the actions are my personal favorite, so I'll show you with these. The first one is the child who can't read or write, but yet wants to develop creative skills. So day number 1, or lesson 1, I'd roll 1. Ooh, we have a weightlifter. So the child may say to me, a man lifts weights. Super simple, super on task, tons of fun. The next time we play, again, roll the dice, and ooh, what type of a story can we make up here? There was a boy, and he was crying because he wanted to play ball with his friends. Again, super simple, tons of fun. And you get the picture. The next lesson, you add 3 dice, and then you add 4 dice. And the funny thing is about this, like if you've ever played Mad Libs or something, the kids get to keep on changing the order and making funny things. Because what does this, I believe one of my students called it an explosion. What does an explosion have to do with 2 people fighting? And you know what? I actually do not go over the dice, and I tell my students, use your imagination because you never know what's going to happen. And so once we've actually made it through a story of all 9 dice, let me tell you, it's harder than it looks. We are having the most fun stories you could imagine. And guess what? We're on to level 2. So right here, you have at least a year or 2 worth of play from, let's say, a 3-year-old who loves telling stories. And trust me, I know you know your 3-year-old, and when they're 4 or 5, sometimes 6, beginning to write, then we take it to the next level. And the next level is really simple. The kids have their handy-dandy clipboards, they have white lined paper, and then they have a pen. So I'm going to show you how to play the game with that way. And then, of course, because I like games that last throughout the child's lifetime, if possible, and then I will show you another level of play. So there's still 2 more levels of play, and they're really more or less the same. So the first level of play is you roll the die and the child will write. What is that? We have a telescope or a baseball bat. So let's say the girl swung the bat. Super simple. I'll let the child write. I don't say anything because the child is writing. I'm like, yeah, you wrote a sentence. And then we move on. 2 dice we roll. Let's say the bird was flying when he saw a green cauldron glowing from an experiment gone wrong. Again, I let the child read it and I cheer. You got it correct. Now, once the children start playing and they're ready up to their 3rd or 4th die, now here's where I expand the knowledge. Take it a step further. I'll let the child write the sentence, and then after they've, let's say, gone through 4 or 5 sentences, I would actually have the child hand in the work to me, and then I would edit it for spelling. Again, the beginning is fun. The ending, we want spelling. We need to see, does the child need help with phonics? Does a child need help with handwriting? Just basic skills that children, need to practice as they get older. So that will be level 2. In the beginning, encourage the writing. And as they progress, just reward the spelling and kind of work on it once they get the hang of how a sentence should work. Which brings me to level 3. Now, level 3 is really similar to level 1, but a little bit different. So the child will roll the die and write the sentence. And again, I like to start it always from 1 die. And the kids know that. 1 die day 1, 2 dice day 2, and we kind of move on. So children write a sentence. There is a hot air balloon going up. Now at this point, because I'm in the classroom, so if you're in a homeschool, maybe you want to do it with your child, and I would actually have the students trade papers. So student A has paper of student B, and student B has paper of student A, and then they work together. Now, I don't use the word, can you correct each other's papers? I would say, based on what you wrote, how can you enhance each other's works? And let me tell you what I noticed. Literally magic. My students' gears are turning. They started adding descriptive words into their writing. Their spelling has flourished, and their sentence structure has thrived because now they are the teacher to their peer. So why do I like this game? Or because again, you have level 1, which is just roll the die and say a sentence or make a sentence. Level 2, you're writing sentences. And level 3, you're correcting each other's works. And guess what, teachers or parents? I actually will write and have my students correct me. Now, one more thing I want to point out, and this is one of my absolute favorite parts of this game. As you could see, these have black, kind of illustrations. These have green illustrations, and this set is all blue. So as your kids are kind of, using their creative juices, guess what? You can actually mix and match them and then sort them at the end. And that's really a big bonus for me as a teacher, because I am one of those that, like, if it's in this box, you put it back in that box. But I don't have to tell them because they are totally sorted out. So if you guys think that Rory Story Cubes is just a fun game, well then, give this video a like and a thumbs up, and let's see what I have to think of the overall game review. Okay, so if you've watched this far, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Because what do I think of this game? Yeah, I love these story cubes. And I'll tell you why. For some children, writing is I don't want to write. And many children, when you say copy work, not for me. But these are simple. These are dice. You roll them. You start with 1 die. You roll it, and you start writing, and you have a good laugh. Then as the children can write more and more, you roll 2 dice. Give it a roll. How much fun is that? And you know what my students like? We can actually mix and match these sets. And a bonus that I like, I showed you in the beginning of the video, each die is actually color-coded. In my opinion, it didn't need to be. I don't care if they were all black and white, but now I, as a teacher, can let my students mix and match each of these sets, and I'll know they will be put right back in these boxes. So from a scale of 1 being I love most, 2 being you decide, and 3 being did not work for us, I'm going to give this a 1. Because you know what? If a child can't write, they could verbalize and vocalize and improve on speech. For a child who's new to writing, they can start small and build from one sentence to a story. So in my opinion, any game, manipulative, or learning tool that can really grow with the child is well worth the investment. Now, if you guys agree with me, again, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up or a like, and check out below because I am going to leave a link to all 3 of these. I have these. We adore them in our educational space, and I am so confident you'll like it. I left the links below. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe because we have tons of educational content coming your way. And guess what? You guys noticed, can't leave a comment, and I can't change that according to YouTube's algorithm. But if you want to reach out to me and have your question featured in the next video, head over to our Instagram page. Again, all links below, and I would love to connect with you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a wonderful day.